It's a new year, and one thing I can say, I personally believe grown men are back in style. Everything is cool when you on the gram. You know what I'm saying? You flossing this and flossing that. We about to see who really about that life and who just fronting and trying to pretend like they about that life. Do you feel? Know what I'm saying? Grown men is back in style. Grown individuals are back in style. See, last year you had that time where, you want to play. You little boys, little individuals, y'all want to get out there and play. Yeah, y'all had y'all turn. But now it's a new day, buddy. It's a new season, man. All season. Grown men, grown individuals are back in style. And what that means, Sean B. Stoller, what do you mean? When I say something, I stand on that. When I say something, I produce. I uphold that agreement. I make things happen. In relationships, when things get difficult, when things need to be taken care of, a grown individual will take care of that. Now, it may not happen overnight, it may take time. That doesn't matter. It's not about the talk, it's about the action. And that's why I'm saying now grown men, grown individuals are back in style. Do you feel me? Because the economy is doing what it's due. The housing market is doing what it do. The stock market is doing what it do. So to those individuals that was, stretching themselves thin last year and they barely holding on now, but they want to front to you when they're on these social media sites, we're gonna find out who is who around here, man. The pecking order has began. And if you're not a real stand-up individual and you ain't taking care of your business, because I'm gonna tell you something, being a grown individual, especially a grown-up man out here, you got standards, man. And you got commitments that you have to take care of. And nobody's crying about that. The thing of it is this. You're gonna find out the man and the boy this year. You're gonna find out the little individual and the grown individual this year. Do you feel me? Because as a grown man, I stand on what I stand on. And if I make a commitment, if I tell you I'm gonna do something, if it's something that need to be done for my household, for a business commitment, it's going to get done. I'm not going to cry about or complain about what how something didn't get taken care of, how someone didn't do what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get out here and make it happen. I know you are too. I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh man, this person didn't do this for me." First of all, hold up. Let's back up a little bit. If you're a grown individual out here, especially a grown man out here, how do you feel when you have to use an excuse like you saying, this person didn't do this for me, so I couldn't do that? How do you feel after you say that to yourself? Because being a grown man out here, it's hard for me to get mad at somebody what they didn't do when I could have got out here and made it happen for myself. Now, like I said, if you get help along the way, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong having a team. There's nothing wrong, coming together and as a unit and making things happen. I'm not against that. I have no issue with that. But what I'm saying is, if that doesn't come through, you still gotta come through. If that support system isn't there, you have to create that support system. Do you feel me? So that's why I say grown men are back in style. Do you feel me? I can't sit here and be like, "Oh man, I wish I had this opportunity. Oh man, I wish I had that opportunity." Huh? I can't sleep at night worrying about what the next man didn't do for me. Like that's an issue for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we got a contract and that didn't get upheld, that's a different thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you waiting like you sitting on your hands and waiting for somebody to bring you something. Nah, bruh, that ain't how this thing work. And that's why I say grown men are back in style. Do you feel me? So this the year you gonna see who was who around this piece. We gonna find out who was who, man. Them shades gonna get peeled back. Them sheets gonna get pulled up, and we gonna see who out here swimming naked. Do you feel me? And when I say swimming naked, meaning you out here stretching yourself so thin when you really didn't have it like that, but you out here fronting like you had it like that. See, that's the issue. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because, see, a little boy, you know what I'm saying? A little man, somebody that's not there yet, they going to complain to you and tell you, oh, man, if I had this opportunity or if somebody came through and they didn't do this for me, so I couldn't do it. See how that worked for you when you go to the grocery store and you need to get a bag of groceries and you're going to tell the clerk, you're going to tell the cashier, hey, check this out. This person didn't come through for me, but I need these groceries. See how that worked out for you. I'll wait. Do you feel me? Grown individuals, you back in style. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. I am Sean B. Stoller. I appreciate anybody tapping in and watching my videos. To all my new subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I promise I'm always gonna give you something you can use in some type of fashion in real life. Do you feel me? So real individuals are back in style. I know I've been, on the internet and I've been checking out how people saying, men may be in danger for women's situations. Yeah, there's maybe some truth to that to a degree. But I'll tell you this, me being a grown individual out here, when you carry yourself a certain way, if you go back, if you need to understand this a little bit more, go back and watch a lot of my other videos. Because that's all I talk about is holding yourself to a standard and reputation. Stand on what you stand on, huh? Know your position out here. Come on now. My subscribers, you know what I'm saying. But I want to say this, though, because like I said, I keep watching things on the internet. They're talking about how men, is in danger. Maybe. But let's back up a little bit though. Let's chop that up a little bit more so for me I can be able to digest it and also explain it a little bit better because I personally believe when you a real individual out here, a grown man out here, you're not playing those games when it comes to relationships. See, that this come with requirements. But when you playing the fence, you not keeping it real with whoever you dating, that's when a lot of times you have those issues. See, me being a grown individual out here, whatever I'm into, you're gonna know that up front. So you're gonna have a choice to make before we get into anything physical. Like this ain't high school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no youngster. I'm not no young adult where I'm trying to figure out which way to go. No, this is not that. Feel me. So when you talk about, relationships, men and women, I'll say this to my guys out there. That's who I'm talking to when I speak on this for the most part. You have to know yourself first. Because once you get an understanding of yourself and what you about, what you like, what you dislike, what's a possibility, once you can figure that out, I guarantee you, I personally believe your relationships on all levels will go a different way for you. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Especially women I have been with and, my woman I'm with now. One thing she love about me and my previous relationships is how I stand on what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm committed to you, I'm committed to you. You know what I'm saying? So that type of issue you don't have to worry about. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying in general, I am speaking. A lot of women love the fact when a man can tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, hey, this is what I'm about. I'm a working man. I work for on the corporate America side. I let a woman know up front when you're dealing with me, I work a lot of hours at work. You see this lifestyle, you come to my home, you see how I'm living. This is the requirements to be with me because I work a lot of hours. When I'm with you, I'm with you. But you have to understand my position in life. This is what it takes for me to maintain what I have and things that I want to accomplish. When you let a woman know that up front, as you get to know them, of course, and you feel it's beneficial with something you want to continue on, these conversations need to be made. And really, if you want to keep it all the way 1,000, right, and keep it 100 with you, before you even get physical with a woman, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my grown men, y'all know what's up. Before you start getting physical and emotions is involved, a certain understanding that have to be made, or excuse me, a certain understanding that have to be understood before I go there with you physically. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get physical with a woman, sexually I'm referring to, the dynamic is going to change. You know what I'm saying? So before you invest that much into a relationship, there's some ground rules that have to be laid first. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you go to your job, right? You sign that contract, that application basically is a contract saying you agree to the terms and conditions. That's the same thing when you talk about relationships. It's the same thing. It's more of a verbal commitment before you get married. Do you feel me? So when you a stand-up individual out here and you handling your business, when it comes to relationships, you have to have the same energy and let a woman know, hey, this is what I'm about. So when it comes to me, like I said, I work a lot of hours. You like how I'm living when we take these trips? I buy this, I do that. I have no problem doing that. Because if I'm with you and I want to do that for you, it's done. It's not a question, it's a matter of when. Do you feel me? So a lot of women respect that energy. And not only that you talking about it, you actually doing it. So me personally, I haven't had a lot of issues where a woman is trying to get physical with me, for the most part. That's my personal opinion. But when you a little boy out here, you know what I'm saying? You just a baby boy. You not the real McCoy. When you that little baby boy out here, right? You seen the movie, most of us have. When you bouncing on this one, bouncing on that, let me see what that feel like. That's when you have problems. Because you know why? You don't have no standard. You just out here willy-nilly with it, man, giving it to whoever want it. And that's cool if that's what you about. But did you explain that to the partner? Did you explain that to whoever you dealing with? See, being a grown man out here, being a grown individual out here, these are requirements that have to be laid because when you out here and you making things happen, you got a certain lifestyle you living. I'd be damn if a woman gonna come in my house and tear my place up. That's gonna be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't buy all my stuff from Goodwill. I don't buy all my stuff from Big Lots or discount stores, man. I spend good money on this. You know what I'm saying? So, and that ain't a knock to anybody that shop there. I'm just giving an example. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to spend my money on expensive furniture, on expensive pieces, and I'm bringing a woman to my home, you think I'm not going to create some type of standard prior to that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a gray area to everything. You can't control everything, but what I'm saying is if you lay the foundation and she understand what you about, I guarantee you in most situations, your relationship's going to go a whole lot different. But when you want to play the fence and you, oh yeah, I love you, baby, but yet you sleeping with Nancy next door, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got you got the friend Keisha, you call her cousin. You feel me? You sliding up in Keisha, you feel me? Saying that's your cousin, but it really ain't. Do you feel me? So that's why I say grown men are back in style. Do you feel me? Man, I'm giving you all this sauce, man. Y'all better be hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? And hit that little bell so you get them notifications when I drop this ism on you. Do you feel me? Huh? So that's what I'm talking about. You know? Because when you laying them ground rules down about who you are in your life, and a lot of women respect it, from my experience, they respect it. And they come at you, they may be hood, they may talk to them other dudes a certain type of way, but when you coming at them direct and you letting them know what you about and your standards and the criteria she has to meet, and y'all have that, you know what I'm saying, that union, that agreement together, I personally believe that conversation, that relationship, whatever y'all have together will go a lot more smoother because you was being a grown adult about your business, whatever that is. And if you really think about it, I don't understand why anybody would invite somebody to their home, their piece, and you not getting some type of standard or understanding put in place before you invite them to where you live at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't just bring a homeless person in your house or you just met them on the street. I mean, I don't know too many people that would do that. So why would you do that and you bring in a woman or a dude or whoever into your house and you don't have no type of rapport with them? You didn't do no type of screening? So now they all up in your house. As soon as you say something they don't like, they trying to get physical with you, trying to tear up your furniture. You know what I'm saying? You just got your couch from Italy, man. Spent all this cheese on this, right? Got the big flat screen. You know what I'm saying? If you watch my other video, you know, you got the remote. It controls your blinds. You got the electric blinds on the windows. You just living up the life like you should be, right? Because if you out here getting it legitimately, you feel me? And you about your business, you about your coins, ain't nothing wrong with that. Do you feel me? So yeah, man. If I invite anybody to my home, you know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of order laid down first, man. Because this is where I rest at. This is my peaceful place. And not everybody get that type of opportunity with me. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you gotta understand your position out here and move accordingly. And as time going on, you will see, based on what I'm saying right now, you will see some changes with the people you deal with. And that's not just in relationships, that's in business as well. That's with family members as well. Yeah, I'm not that little, I'm not that little Sean, in high school, early 20s. I'm not him no more. I mean, a part of some, core of me is there to a degree, but I'm a grown man out here, man. And I'm not just talking it. I make things happen. And I know you are too. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So grown individuals, grown men, we back in style. We back in style, huh? It's a new year, and this is the turn up year. This is the money ball year. Because if you out here getting it, and you not out here pump faking, no cap, you really out here making things happen for yourself, your family, your community. This is your year, man. This is your year. And it's going to continue after that because We only talking about positivity, motivation, dedication, and hopefully I bring some type of inspiration to you. Do you feel me? So that's what's very important because, you know, when you're dealing with individuals out here, man, I'm telling you, when you have your standards, you have your, you know, terms of how you handle things, and people respect you for who you are, a lot of relationships go a whole lot different. The type of level of the conversation that you have with individuals go a whole lot different when they know that you about your business. When they know, hey man, when I ask this person to do something, it's done. You know what I'm saying? The kids need this. You know what I'm saying? We need to get this taken care of. It's done. When you out here really shaking and popping and making things crack the way it's supposed to be, they can't do nothing but respect that. Do you feel me? It's no secret to the sauce. The sauce is the sauce. Do you feel me? You know what I mean? You can't change the sauce. Come on now. you know? The sauce is the sauce, man. And it's either you have it or you don't. Can't nobody make you do something. It's all about if you want to do something. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make it happen. And nobody said this job was easy. That's why it's a criteria for people to deal with you. Because when you go to these corporate jobs, even if you're starting up your own business, you have to show a lot of dedication to that, especially if you're doing your own business. I know, what I'm saying? Any business owner out there, you know what I'm saying. When you talk about working 40 hours, what? Man, you working 80 plus hours a week, especially if you're starting at ground level. You can't afford to have all these employees, man. You got to get it popping first to create that budget to bring in more people. You know what I'm saying? And if you're working for a corporation, they have standards in place that you must obtain and keep. Do you feel me? So why that doesn't apply in your everyday life? You know what I'm saying? And if you're watching me for the first time, go back and watch my other videos because I'm giving you nothing but sauce on this mic. Straight up good game, good motivation. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, regardless what anybody else say on all these different social media platforms, when you a stand-up individual, a lot of that don't apply to you. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. A lot of that don't apply to you because you're not out here pump faking. You're not out here playing with people. You telling them what it is, and this is the situation if you're dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? All this high value, yeah, that's cool if that's your lifestyle, but it's still a whole nother level besides high value because you can be high value in a different way. It's not just about your bank account. It's also your reputation, how you handle yourself, how you present yourself. That's the key with me. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you make 50,000 or you make 150,000, the core of you should be the same. Meaning, I'm not just going to do anything. I'm not just going to say anything. I have a certain type of standard about myself. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to relationships, it's the same thing. You know? So when you talk about high value, okay, yeah, that's cool. But what about the other level to the game? There's a flip side to that. And that's what I'm talking about. Because not everybody is an entertainer. But just because you're not an entertainer, you're not getting rap money or actor money or celebrity money, that don't mean you broke in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It may take you a little bit longer to get it, but you still got it. You know what I'm saying? And most of those individuals, that's who I'm talking to mostly because I'm just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I make pretty good money in my life. But at the same time, that don't mean I just accept anything in my life. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you a grown individual and you making things happen, you are high value. It's not just a dollar amount. It's how you present yourself, the standards that you have for yourself, and then the criteria you have for people being around you. Because trust me, once you start really making money out here and you able to buy the things that you really want and you able to take care of that, you're gonna create a standard for yourself without you even knowing that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like when people say, oh man, if I had this much money, I wouldn't buy this, I wouldn't buy that. How do you really know that when you never stepped in those shoes? Oh, I don't like jewelry. Oh, is that because you make 30,000 and you can't afford the jewelry that you really want? Or if you're making 150,000, do them wants still stay the same? Do you feel me? So don't never sell yourself short and stay away from the what ifs and could ifs. Make it happen. You want that? Go cop that. Put yourself in position so you can buy that. Do you feel me? Oh man. Because that's what grown men do out here. Because trust me, when these women is choosing, the smart ones, they have criterias and they may not even tell you that. You know? Because I've been in a few relationships when women told me, I'm like, you had all these dudes popping at you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I got good conversation, but you with me though. And you know what that woman told me? She said, I knew what type of man you was because I seen how you worked. You always had something going on. And she was attracted to that for the fact that I'm not sitting at the house, no disrespect, playing Xbox, PlayStation all day, blowing trees. I'm not knocking nobody that do that. I'm not coming at none of y'all gamers. But I'm just saying, my lifestyle was totally different than that. I don't have time to be playing those type of games. You know what I'm saying? So when the woman told me, she was like, yeah, one reason why I chose you, which was crazy to me because I I thought men chose women, but I was choosing her, but she had already figured me out for the most part about just the standards of me and how I conducted myself, that she already knew or had an idea of what type of man I was because when we had conversations, she started to get an understanding of who I was as a man. And she recognized real quick that I was a grown ass man out here. I wasn't a little boy out here playing games just because of my mannerisms and how I handled things. And she was attracted to that. And that's why she wanted to be with me just as much as I want to be with her. But I didn't even know that she had already kind of scoped me out just because of my aura, man. Do you feel me? So that's why I say, grown men, we are back in style. Do you feel me? Back in style, man. And grown individuals, whoever you are, you know? Because I'll tell you this, once they get tired of playing them little kid games, they need a grown man to come handle that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? When they get tired of messing around with all this and that, that's when they want a grown man. But at the same time, we still got standards, though. We not just taking anything out the litter box. You know what I'm saying? And depending on your situation, baby, you just can't go. It's a certain criteria you're gonna have to meet, but you only get that if you have a conversation with me. Do you feel me? Yeah, you know. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, hit that little bell so you get the notifications, man. And if you tapping into my channel for the first time again, I must say, go back and watch my other videos because If you like what I'm kicking right now, you're going to love my channel because all I try to do is motivate, elevate, and hopefully you appreciate what I bring to you. Do you feel me? You know? But grown individuals, I just want to let you know my message to you: you are back in style. And even if whoever you dealing with, even if they don't even understand that we back in style, they're gonna like your aura just because of how you know what I'm saying, how you move out here. We're not playing them games with you. So don't play a game with me. I am Sean B. Stola. Until next time, peace.